is Blossom.
And I'm Dave. Welcome to the Rude Customers Podcast. It's not so bad of a morning.
Mm-hmm.
We got low energy this morning. And I need to try to knock us out of the low energy this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a butthole, and I need to knock us out of the low energy this morning. It's a beautiful morning on the Rude Customers Podcast. Not all of them start as turbulent free as you want, but they all get clear the longer you go. Look at that, was a plane metaphor. I don't even get any love for the plane metaphor.
No.
All right, so why are you annoyed with me?
Because you make these sighs when you're annoyed with me, and then you cover it up with things I can't defend. Oh, I was really making a sigh because my back hurt or my leg hurt or I'm hurting right now. And I can't defend that because there's no arguments to, I'll never really know. I just have to take your word for it. Like, whatever.
You're right. It's probably not fair for me to use, but it doesn't mean that it's also not true. However, there are times where I'm obviously annoyed, and I'll try to do a better job of not being so sighy. I don't really intend to, and it's not like I've told you off camera. I don't mean to be offending you when I do that. It's really not. It's just I got a lot of neurological things going on that just I'm exaggerated on almost everything, and I'm
just saying the sighs are convenient at times where one would make a sigh if they were annoyed, but I'm just saying. I
know, but you just heard right there. I take a lot of deep breaths, and I don't breathe incredibly well. So, I mean, I understand timing is not always going to be on my side. I'm admitting to some annoyance, all right? But I'm also telling you it's not like actual annoyance. If I'm mad at you or if I'm like annoyed, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you some sort of a notification. And just me breathing it out. Just breathing it out. And I don't mean to make it your problem. Because the last thing I want to do is hold up production on the greatest morning show podcast in the history of rude customer critique or rude people in general. And
Can you guys vote? So I'm going to leave a poll on the Spotify today. Can you guys vote that we should just film in the evening time?
What?
Because
no.
Because
no.
do you see, okay, if you're watching this on YouTube,
no.
Do you see the energy level? It's not there.
No, I love I don't want to go to evenings. I don't want to go to evenings. No.
I'm more energized. I'm more awake.
It's been totally fine. The problem is you're not getting up. All right, Missy, let's get real then. You aren't getting up. You're laying in there into the last umpteenth hour. You have to get up and be mobile. You have to work the system. And you're not. You got to get moving. Energy. You can't just lay in bed and expect, I don't have any energy. I wonder why. You gotta get up. You gotta move.
What time should I be getting up?
With me. When I get out of bed, you should be getting out of bed. If you want.
So at 6:45 in the morning?
Yeah. No. You can have till 7. But when I wake you up at 7, because now, by the way, this is not me being a jerk. She tells me she's getting up at 7. True or not true? She does. And never does. So what I'm saying is I get up at 6:45. Basically because I thought she was going to be getting up at 7. So I can go ahead and get everything knocked out.
He can take his morning poops.
I mean, those two. I got to take 2 or 3 before she gets up because she gets in there. I don't know when I'm getting back in. So it's
what?
32 minutes this morning, pimp.
Oh, I was looking for videos. I didn't realize you needed the bathroom.
I didn't, but I was just making note of time.
I was literally looking at videos for today in the bathroom while I was brushing my teeth, washing my face, also on the toilet, doing my hair. Like I was doing stuff while.
By the way, your hair looks amazing.
Thank you. But that's great. What I was doing.
Doesn't she look good? Look at her hair. She's radiant. But the point is, I think the mornings are going very well, and the evenings are already so jammed. I mean, then when are you going to edit and all that? Because you're still not going to get up in the morning. So I just don't see that working well. I see it kicking a can that's going to really push into the day, because then you're not going to get up till 10. I think it's better to stay on the track that we're on because it's working really well. But work the system with me, lady. Ugh.
I just don't want to get up at 7 o'clock.
That was your idea, by the way.
Okay, but I changed my idea.
I know.
It's so early.
We'll get up at 7:30 then.
That's so early too. And I actually did get up at 7:30
Yeah,
today.
I know, but I mean, all right, so
I wish you went to work at 10 so that way I can wake up at 8.
I mean, I can start leaving a little later.
No, but that's not what I mean.
But no, I mean,
don't
it gets
have a
you
lower
closer.
job performance
It's
because I
not a
don't want
lower
to get
job
up.
performance. I overachieve. I go there and I set up the goal. I don't have to be there as early as I am.
Anyways, guys, let's move on.
What do you guys think? I don't know. I think everything's been great the way it's been. I think we've been having great shows. And can I be honest with you? The night show that we did, I didn't like.
What?
I thought the energy was weird. I thought my energy was all over the place.
My energy was fine.
I thought my energy was weird
fine. I was up. I was what?
I thought
my energy was great.
shit.
I love
I
that's
hated
actually
my
one of my
energy.
favorite shows because
Really?
I look at it and I'm like, "Oh, I look so happy."
My energy was just down. I think I honestly I thought you looked happy on the mornings. I thought you looked good. I didn't. This is one of those where you didn't know there was a problem until there was a problem. I had no idea. I thought we were rocking.
Anyways, I'm trying to scroll through the story that I found in the bathroom while I was in there for apparently 32 minutes.
32 minutes.
Okay, so this
I
is
don't know if it was actually 32 minutes. I just picked an arbitrary number because I knew it would bother her.
Oh.
It's just fun sometimes. Then she hangs on to the 32 minutes. You're cute, man.
Anyways, this story that I was in the bathroom looking at, I think now because of yesterday's story, the algorithm is just showing me Family Dollar incidents. So here we are.
And don't be shocked. Almost all of them are going to be racial. Family Dollars, they're almost all going to be racial.
So, okay. Well, the reason why I chose this story, it is a 14-minute video, but the reason why I chose this video is because this whole entire time since we've done this, happy 20th episode. Woo woo.
Happy 20th episode.
Yes.
See, look at that. We can't miss our 20th episode.
We were never going to miss the 20th episode. It would have just been filmed tonight.
I don't know about that. Because nights are crazy.
Whatever. Anyways.
I am a man of never take for granted the opportunity in the moment to think that it's going to be there later on. We're up. We should always do it in the moment. Seize not just the day, the moment. Carpe moment. Whatever the Latin is for moment.
Okay.
Carpe momento. It's probably right.
See how more uppity you are?
I'm like this no matter what.
I guess. Well, that's what I said at the nighttime one, that you were like that anyways. But anyways.
No, I didn't know it. True. No, I don't feel my energy was the same that night. But if not for that reason, not for like being up and awake, I just felt my energy was weird. It may not have to do with anything with nighttime, to be honest. To be fair.
Well, anyways, I chose this video because since we've been doing this, all the other videos, we hear these threats of during these conflicts, these fights, arguments. Oh, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call the police, the popo, right? But we never actually get to that point of when the police arrives, not until today. Yeah. So this video, we get the full, like the police comes. No, I didn't finish. It's a 14-minute video, so I definitely did not watch the whole thing for sure, but I did love that addition that we get to also see, the rude customer or alleged rude customer filming him talking to the police as well. So with that being said,
we didn't even get security yesterday. We didn't get to see the security in yesterday's video.
Security? Oh, yeah.
We didn't even get to see them.
Yeah.
We'll let her rip, Tater Chip.
What are you hiding for? Don't hide now. You call the police on people for what?
You need to leave.
Or what?
You need to leave.
Or what?
The cops are on their way right now.
What that's gonna do to me?
I don't care. You need to leave.
You called because I didn't leave my bag at the front. I went and bought something.
Exactly.
And why you
It's
hiding
store
from a camera
policy.
if you just
have
called
to
the
leave.
police?
You need to leave.
Shut up. I'll wait for the police to come.
If you don't put that camera down, I will mace you.
What that's gonna do? Besides get your ass beat for assaulting me.
I'm not assaulting.
So do you think that employee should be threatening macing someone if he doesn't put the camera down?
No, I don't. I think this person, if you are that scared of things, you shouldn't be in the workforce. Like, you are way too fearful right now. I don't know if you're putting it on for a camera. I don't know if you're what's up. I don't know if you're just feeling chesty. But that, what are you doing?
I would say if you're that scared, just don't confront the customer and go in the back if you're that scared.
We're over that bridge already. I'm thinking because we're already over that bridge. And by the way, I'm not trying to make a judgment off of. This is not the first time that this person had this issue. I'm just saying, if you have to carry mace like that openly, you have a mouth on you. I'm just saying. I know the type. That's the person who's got a mouth on him.
Well, I have mace.
Yeah, but not openly around your chest like a dog collar. Like, come on, what? You know, you don't do that. This person is in a confrontation with somebody where they've already jumped the gun and called the police. Because we've heard what the allegation was. The allegation was that the person used the bag in the store, and this person freaked out and called the police. That's not enough to call the police. They've already jumped the gun. They already jumped the gun here. Now, if this was a theft thing, or he's actually making an accusation, which I have not heard him do, then he could have called the police.
Yeah, I agree.
So what he should have said was, if he wanted to be shady, was, I thought you were stealing.
Mm-hmm.
Prove me wrong. So
Yeah.
I called the cops. But he chose honesty. Because he didn't think he was stealing. He was just being a jerk. And it backfired. This is where keeping it real goes wrong.
You?
Yeah.
You're refusing to leave.
You on camera in a store. Go ahead and try to mace me. I'm gonna hop over this counter and beat the brakes off you. Go ahead and try me.
You need to leave.
You just called the police on me. You talking about you gonna mace me because I'm recording you? Because you over here threatening me? You threatening me.
This is the second time.
What does that have to do with anything? You just called the police.
Leave.
Go ahead and do it. You gonna wish you didn't.
You want me to
Do
mace
it.
you?
I promise
You
you.
want me to?
I promise you.
Man, you need to step back. I'm about to mace him.
Hey, you gonna get the shit beat out of you.
How am I going to get the shit?
I walked to the back and picked this up. You talking about I had to leave my bag when I was already back
It's a
there.
store policy.
He called the
There's four
police because I
signs
did
posted
what?
around my store, sitting there saying that you need to leave.
Says
the
because
car
I'm
out
black.
front. I didn't say anything
You
about
just
that.
told the police I was black.
Because they asked.
Only you can hear that side.
If you call 911, they're going to ask.
Why are you hiding from the camera if you call
I'm
911?
not hiding from no camera.
Why are you threatening to mace me?
Because you will not leave, and I've asked you.
You just
several
called the
times to
police.
leave
Isn't that their
the store.
job? You called the police to get me out of here, right? So let them do their job. Go ahead and mace me.
I will, because they're going
Do
to
it.
tell me I can't.
Do it.
It's called
Do it.
self-defense.
And exactly, that's what I'm gonna show you, self-defense if you mace me.
Now you're threatening me.
Exactly.
Ma'am, I can help you.
You need to leave.
Or what?
Leave.
I'll wait for the police like you told me.
Leave.
You shouldn't have called the police on me if you're gonna tell me to leave.
You need to leave.
Or what? I'll wait for the police.
Okay, when they get here, you're going to get charged with trespassing.
Ooh, this is a public store.
No, it's not.
Ooh.
The store, what I sit there and say, you're going to charge me for trespassing because I've asked you several times to leave my store.
You called the police on me. Wouldn't that be leaving the scene of a crime?
No.
So no crime happened. So why are you calling the police?
Because
Shut the up. You just made no
you
sense.
need to leave.
You made no sense.
Wait, if this is a Dollar Tree at a Northtown shopping center, then that's a public place, right?
Can I also say something else too? I'm getting pretty good at picking these out. So, and I'm not saying this is one of them, but I'm seeing a lot of TikToks and a lot of Instagrams that are set up stores, I'm just saying this is a little too perfect. When something's a
No,
little,
Dave, the
I'm
police
starting
the
to wonder-
officers
okay.
come.
Oh, okay. It's all legit. The police officers.
Yeah,
Okay.
the officers come.
I'm just saying I've seen a lot of have you seen these the ones on the plane? They're recreating planes like perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying
This isn't one of them.
because this person's being too obstinate, and when I see that, it always makes me have red flags.
No,
All right.
this isn't one of those.
Well, that's good to know because it was starting to look that way to me.
Leave. Leave. You need to leave.
I'd rather wait for the police. I don't want you lying on me saying I did something I didn't
I
do.
didn't say you lied on. I didn't lie on.
I don't
anything.
want you
I sat there
to.
and told you that you needed to leave
I
now.
don't feel safe turning my back to you when you just threatening to mace me.
I'll put it down right now. You need to leave.
It's a little late for that. You already threatened me.
You need to leave.
Classic case.
You need to leave. If you read the signs on my door and you read the signs that's right there on my pole, right
Well, maybe
there,
if you didn't treat everybody like a criminal, you wouldn't run into these kind of problems.
One that you walk down
Maybe
on.
somebody needs to teach you some people skills,
I
how to
have
talk to
plenty of
people.
skills. I have.
I'm not a criminal.
I don't.
I walked in here to buy a juice.
But I sat there and told you that you needed to leave.
You sat there and told me and I was already back there. I didn't hear you until I got down there and you yelled at me.
I didn't yell at you.
Who fault is that?
I said,
Who
"Sir,
fault is
can you
that?
leave your bag up?"
All that shit in the window. Ain't nobody finna stop and read every sign.
There's only two
I come
signs.
here, I'm a law-abiding citizen paying money. I don't have to read any signs. I'm a grown man, I don't have to read any
You need
signs.
to leave.
I'll wait for the police.
All right.
You gonna recall them?
Go be your.
So this happens in some stores. I know I've been in there's been a few Rainbows where I would walk in. I don't go to Rainbow anymore, but when I did, when I was younger, I would walk in and they'd be like, oh, you have to leave your bags at the front. So I'm like, oh, that's okay. I just leave.
Yeah.
Because this happened to me also, I think, in Maryland as well. And I just leave because then you have these employees with the headphones on and, you know, yada, 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 not really like caring about their jobs. And I'm supposed to trust them with my belongings. So I just kind of, you know, I respectfully just leave. I'm like, oh, no, that's okay.
You know, our grocery store right here has that policy too, right? They got it posted.
They never
enforce it, but I'm just saying they do have it. It's right on the door. It's
well,
funny.
the grocery store. We live in the hood. This is the door behind us is the starter pack, the hood starter pack, and the grocery store that I go
number 2 on the
to.
hood starter pack. That's number 1. What's the second?
C-Town.
C-Town. I'm sorry, you just broke a lot of people's hearts. People, you just made. There's at least 10 people who's watching who are just like, oh, I didn't know. You just dropped some knowledge on people. They didn't know they were in the hood.
It's true.
They didn't even know they were in the hood.
It's true.
Then they look back and they go, my doors would too? I never even realized.
Yeah. Oh my god! And then oh my goodness, the truck that reverses. Okay, so we live also near a Dunkin' Donuts. And I don't know how many times a day they get stuff.
A lot.
But it's always a truck reversing. And I'm like, okay. It'll be like early in the morning too. And I hear it. And I'm like, well, how much stuff is this Dunkin' getting? But
we have a fire station right after that. We have a police station this way. It's anarchy. It's anarchy.
And what I was going to say. So the C-Town here, they have... I apologize if you can hear the truck. I know you can hear the truck because I hear it during editing. But anyways, there's nothing I can do about it, guys.
Let it out, baby.
There's
Let it all
I can
out.
do. But the C-Town here, they have photos of the people that steal, and they like place them near the doors, the entrance doors. Like, I'm like, oh my goodness. This store also reminds me of the C-Town. I mean, like I said, I've always walked in there with bags, purses, and they've never stopped me. But I always pay for stuff too, so.
That's true. And the funny thing is they have a really strange orientation of the store. So it's hard to steal from it, I would think, just because you've got to go past everything.
Yeah.
But there is a policy for it. But there's also a lot of, I don't want to say vagrancy, but there is a lot of homeless out in front of that store that panhandling and stuff.
That's true. Like there's some moments, especially down that alleyway. If you park in the parking,
don't go down that alley.
Yeah, it makes me feel really uncomfortable. There's been plenty of times where I've had fake phone conversations walking down that alleyway because I just don't. Because you're usually gonna get asked for money. And I usually ignore the excuse me miss. I'm like, whatever.
No, that's SA Alley right there.
So yeah, it's
thank you.
So that's what this place reminds me of. But
little boy baby cries in the night in the ghetto, in the ghetto.
What did he just say?
No, I was singing the eternal classic Elvis song, "In the Ghetto," in a key of Cartman, which from a classic South Park episode. The comment section will appreciate it.
Okay.
It's a deep cut.
Okay.
Little boy baby cries in the night in the ghetto, in the ghetto. I can also do it as Elvis.
It's okay. I love your talents, so.
You know what? You really do. You're very supportive.
I do love your talents.
Just not all the time.
Just not while we're trying to react to this video. That's 14 minutes long.
React to this. Press that play button. Come on, hot thumb. Press that play button.
Go ahead and waste their time. You already said on camera a crime didn't happen. Yet you calling the police. Shut up. Don't wait with this camera until the police come. And it's on camera when you threaten me.
I ain't threatening you.
You didn't threaten me?
I'm telling you.
It's on camera. It's on camera, stupid.
I'm telling you, you need to leave my store.
I'll wait till the police come.
You need to leave.
Don't have any bags on you, and they're gonna call the police on you. Didn't I just come and buy this from you?
My store and I tell everybody that
I'm not a little kid. I'm 30 years old. I walked back there to get a juice. And he yells at me.
That is policy.
That's fine with me, man, but I'm saying he didn't let me know until I was back there. I'm already back here with my bag. You can't tell me to leave.
Ignored me and went all the way down.
I didn't hear you. I wasn't ignoring you. I never been in the store. They told you. I'm not from out here.
I have 4 signs posted around.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is you know how to talk to people.
I sat there.
You don't yell at somebody when they're down there and tell them they got to leave because I got a bag.
With every customer? I'm always polite with every
It's
customer.
not today you weren't. You don't yell at somebody and tell them they got to
Right
leave.
there in front of you, sat there until I was
It's my first time stepping foot in this store. Period. Thank you.
It does seem. I think I just heard someone say, "Oh, they're out there now," and the guy goes,
Oh, the
"Thank you."
cops?
Yeah, but to me, what this also seems like is that she's not used to the customer staying until the cops arrive.
Right.
Which to me is making her or him nervous.
Yeah. It's a tough one. This is one of those where it's obvious where there's a lot of overreaction. I can understand. I really empathize with the guy with the camera. I really do, because sometimes you gotta. Enough's enough. It's stupid, but at the same time, I also can understand the policy.
I
Yeah.
do believe she or he walked,
I'm
or
gonna go with
they
they.
walked.
I'm gonna go with they, yeah. I'm
Sorry,
gonna go with
sorry.
they.
Yeah,
They's a good one.
yeah. I apologize. I do believe that they walked down the aisle and yelled at him in a way. I do feel like they could have approached him better. And I honestly do believe had they have just been like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm sure you don't know. We're probably unaware of this, but we do have a policy of we have to keep the bags in front of the store because we do have a lot of theft in the store." And I do believe this man would be like, "Oh, all right." I do believe this man would actually be somewhat understanding, because even when he's, responding to her, he's very calm. He's not like, he's saying stuff, calling her names and things,
Well, he's
but
mad now because he knows the police
Yeah,
are coming.
yeah.
And that's the thing. He's annoyed how stupid this is. That now he's got to deal with police over something that does not matter. And honestly, I got to be real with you. I'm kind of surprised he's flipping this coin. I don't even like dealing with the police when it comes to any fucking thing. And I'm white.
yeah, but that's what's making her,
Everyone's getting more
them nervous.
Yeah, oh God, yeah. This whole thing is getting more uncomfortable than it needs to be, and it is their fault. It is her fault for calling the police. Because I think it's going to be hard to disagree that that's an overreaction. Like it's literally just over the bag placement in the store. That's what this was over.
Well,
And that's-
wait until the police arrives, because there's a reason why this video was 5 years ago and has 8 million
5
views.
years ago? This is old, huh?
8 million views. There's a reason why it has 8 million
So
views.
this thing pops off.
It doesn't like pop off, but like you just get surprised of how it's handled.
Okay.
Make sure you're honest because it's on camera.
I don't care what you do with that. As soon as I see it on Facebook, I'll have it taken out.
What do you think is going on Facebook for? I don't need to put it on Facebook. This is for me.
Sir, I need you to tell him he needs to leave and I didn't get charged for trespassing.
You can't charge me for trespassing. I walked in here to buy something.
Come on up.
Make sure you get him on camera. He threatened me and it's on camera. Because I walked to the back with a bag. Which I just bought from her store right there. Weirdo.
She wants just to trespass.
I don't need ID, sir, because I just walked in there. And when I got to the, can I tell you what happened first before anything? Anyway, I just left that store, bought this
What is this?
hair stuff.
Okay.
Anyway, I walked in the back. He yells at me, tell me I can't be in here with a bag. It's my first time in this county. I'm from California.
Okay.
So I walk in the back and grab my juice, and he walks up the gate. He said, "Hey, you got to leave your bag in the front." I said, "Well, I'm already in the back with my item in my hand. Might as well let me buy it and leave." "No, since you didn't give me a bag when you came in, you have to leave." He said, "Didn't you read the sign?" I said, "I seen it said 16. I'm 30.
Okay.
It's my first time in the store. Like, why are you talking to me like that?" He said, "Well, if you don't leave, I'm gonna pepper spray you." I said, "Pepper spray for what? I'm over here trying to buy a juice." Nothing but that, sir. I'm like, "What are you calling the police on me because I'm black?" He said, "No, I'm gonna pepper spray you." I said, "It's on camera. Do what you want to do.
Okay.
I didn't break any laws, so why are you calling the police?"
Well,
I've never been here before. I'm from California. I just came to buy juice. That's it. I didn't know nothing about a bag or nothing. I just walked to the back like any other store. I didn't walk in that store.
Let me ask. I know.
She didn't tell
Well,
me
let me
nothing.
ask you a question.
It's how.
You own a store.
Yeah.
You're not from around here, right?
No, I'm from California.
This area right in here, lots of thieving going on.
I mean, I figured that when I seen that, but I
Right.
seen 16. And I'm 30, sir.
I understand. Hang on, let me finish. So, would you want somebody walking around your store if you own the store?
No, I understand that part,
Okay.
but I was trying to explain to him, you can't
Now,
just treat everybody like
I'm
a
going
criminal.
to tell you, there's a way to deal with people and there's a way not to deal with people.
Exactly. That's what I was
And
explaining.
I agree with you. Now, this is their property, okay?
Exactly.
So it's like your house. If you don't want me to come back to your house, they want to sign a trespass notice so you come back to the store.
It'd be different if I was already like outside, but I was in there with my stuff in my hand. I already had the juice, and then you tell me that.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, well, I tried to take me to the front. I'm like, well, speak up. Like, I'm not walking in stores expecting everybody to treat me like a thief.
Right. Well, and I'm
a paying customer.
I get that. So we just need to get an ID from you so we can fill out a trespass. They don't want you to come back. You're not being arrested.
Oh, no.
It's just
I can't agree to that, sir. I just came to buy juice.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean, I'll leave. I just came to buy juice, and he gave me a big deal about it. Fucking orange juice.
All right.
He should have stopped me at the door if he wanted that. I was in the back of the store.
Okay, that's not the point.
I understand what you're saying.
Now we're at the point where I need to issue you a notice of trespass because they're requesting. That's what they request.
Well, I would like to issue one on him. I would like to file charges for him threatening me. It's on camera.
It's not a threat.
It is on camera. I have
It's a
it.
conditional threat.
I have it on camera.
If you do this, I will do that.
No, he
It's
didn't
not-
say if or nothing. I have it on camera. Him threatening me.
It's not a threat.
How you gonna tell me it's not a threat? And you didn't even look.
That's what I don't like. How in the hell is he going to say, oh, let me see what video footage you have? He already went into the store taking the Family Dollar or the Dollar Tree side, and that's what pisses me off.
It's not the first time either.
Oh, clearly, they're used to it, and they came into the automatically. He's like, "Oh, it's not a threat." You didn't even see the footage.
No, I mean in this video. It's not the first time he tried to be dismissive. He
Oh.
before he even he had to stop and say, "Can I tell you what happened before you're already trespassing me?"
Right.
Because the guy was already going to, well, let me tell you what happened. Like these cops are bad cops.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad policing because they're not listening to anything. And I'm just saying, they're old, they're out of shape, and they don't look like they need to be cops anymore. I'm just being real.
Mm-hmm.
This is the type of stuff that I look, and this is not coming from some podunk idiot. I am militarily trained. I understand what training goes into. I also understand age limits in the military. We have them for a reason. This is ridiculous that we have people that have no business being in the field that are dealing with situations that have no idea how to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
They're not doing detective work. They're not policing, and it's all on camera. This man just said he wanted to report a crime that he was threatened, and the guy dismissed it without even looking at it. That's a problem, and this is just all about training at the end of the day. We need to stop
I'm
this
glad this
shit.
video has 8 million views.
Yeah, it's not enough. It needs more views, honestly, because this stupid stuff like this, it's ridiculous. Think about how much time this takes up. Think about how many resources. We wonder why there's so much crime. This guy just talked about all the thieving. This because they capitulate all this stupid shit, and then they wonder why there's actual crime that's happening. We live in a town where they don't prosecute anything here. They just want to show it. They don't. It's crazy. I had it when my old shop that I worked at. We had a van stolen in front of us, and not in front, like off to the side of the thing in broad daylight. They didn't press charges on the kids, and we had them on camera. It's crazy. It's really bad. And then this matters more. This matters more. This is a more important use of resources. Please continue this one. Holy cow. What do you feel about this?
I feel upset that I'm glad he's actually recording this. I'm glad that we're here reacting to it because clearly you have to believe that there's some repercussions for this. After we're done, I'm going to look at the comments to see like a follow-up on this, what happened. I know this was 5 years ago, so it's been a minute, before 2020. But
Northtown where?
I don't know.
He said he's from California, so I'm wondering where this is.
Got it at?
Partner,
It's on camera.
you told me what he said.
It's
I'm not
on
gonna-
camera.
I'm not going to argue with you, okay?
You don't have to. I don't need you to press charges. I'll do what y'all ask.
Get his
I'll do what
info?
y'all ask.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah, but I
Get
will
his
be.
info
I will be.
real quick.
I would like his information so I can press charges. Thank you.
No problem. We'll get there.
And I am recording for my safety and yours.
So do you have?
I don't have to give you ID, sir.
You don't have to.
I know my rights. I'm paying customer. I didn't break any law. I walked in there to grab a juice. This is a waste of you guys' time. People need you guys for emergencies. This is not an emergency.
What's your name, sir?
I refuse to answer that. I don't want any problems or none of that shit. Not even from this state. I'm out here visiting my sick dad. Came to get some hair products. Came over here to buy a juice and get the police called. I don't know if you watch the internet, but this goes on. It's going on a lot.
I'm sure the internet's been going on for some time.
Because I didn't stop and read 1,000 signs. I sat there and read the yellow one. It doesn't say nothing. What does that say? Under the age of 16. I'm 30.
Yeah,
Students. I'm not a student.
I've seen a lot of 16-year-olds your size. I don't know how they are now.
I know I look a little young, but I'm telling you I'm 30.
But in Ohio, 16-year-olds run real big. Football players. Football's
Only
Well, that
The guy has no
explains
chance. I lived in Ohio
everything.
for 3 years, when I was 18, 19, and 20. Well, 4 years, 21. Yeah, so that's enough explained. It's
Yeah, yeah,
Ohio, and there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, there's really not a worse place that this could have happened.
I would just give him the ID, dude. Just give them the ID, and then get your revenge later.
Yeah, honestly, just get out of the state.
Yeah.
That's your best way of revenge, leaving, getting out of this place. You're in Ohio, and it doesn't even matter what part. It literally doesn't matter what part. If you're in Ohio soil, it's a problem because you have to deal with this right here.
Yeah.
It's all over every inch. Oh,
Just give him the ID,
we
sir.
lost our Ohio viewership.
I mean, I lived in Ohio for years. I mean, it is really, look, you got in Ohio, you definitely, if you're a black person, you definitely need to be diverse in your friendships. You know, you need to really have, I have my black friends, you have your white friends. Like, I joined a sorority. Like, you know, you got to really be in that diverse group because when the crime happens, you know,
Someone needs to talk to the cops.
yeah, like it's just, it's, you got to be smart when you're in Ohio. You can't just have one group of friends.
No. You're dwelling amongst the poor whites, and you got to be very cognizant of that. It's a messed up place.
It is.
I'm from the Midwest. I'm from Illinois.
It's literally like Missouri.
But
It's so funny because Ohio is East Coast still. East Coast.
I
time.
know, but I always
Oh, yeah,
consider
for sure,
it. I always
yeah.
consider it. I don't consider Illinois as part of the. What's the Midwest? It's not west at all. The Illinois is more east than west.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hate the way that it's all set up. It makes no sense. It's so dumb.
No, that's true.
It's so dumb. But all those that are right there in that same little pocket, and that to me, that's all the same Midwestern white bread BS, man. We see that stuff rampant. You put Missouri worse than Ohio, though?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
no,
good,
no, no,
good.
no. No, but I don't know. Missouri, like, I've had my issues. Like, I got pulled over in Missouri because I just bought the Nissan.
Oh, okay.
It was, at the time, it was new. Drove it off the lot. And, like, that month later, because I didn't get it fully, I still had time to get the plate registered because it was a new vehicle. So you had, like, the paper plate. But I got pulled over because the guy couldn't see very clearly of, like, when my expiration date expired. And then I had, I don't ever clean my car. And I had dust on top of the windshield. Like, not windshield, but, like, you know, like, there's the windshield, but then there's the front. So I had dust on top of, you know, all in the front. And he said, I had it recorded on the Instagram, and then I took it off. But he had said that he thought there was cocaine, weed, and all that stuff on top of it. And then when he saw that I was, I had an Instagram at the time of 40,000 followers, and it was, you know, from this account. And I was live streaming it. And once he found out that I was live streaming, I said, sir, just so you know, I have over like 5,000 people watching right now. I don't have any, that's what you have to do. And I was lucky enough to have you guys on Instagram. I was so lucky to have you guys watching and looking, and it's like, oh, this isn't right. And yada, yada. And as soon as he found out, his attitude changed, and he was like, oh, ma'am, you're free to go. I apologize about that. I was like,
can I ask you a personal question?
What?
Because I just rarely get this opportunity. What was your fear level in that moment?
I thought it was a joke.
Yeah. But were you like, did you have fear for your safety at any point? Like, if you didn't have the Instagram on, would you have felt...
If I didn't have, thanks to you guys, because if I didn't have the Instagram on, I felt safe with so many people watching. I was just in shock. Like, he just named like 3 different types of drugs. It's like, it was very confusing to me.
Well, that's where people keep their drugs too. It's a really common place, right in that little pocket of the windshield.
Yeah. So no, I don't. No. No, I wasn't scared for my life.
Good.
I thought, okay, the worst thing is, I don't know. I wasn't, because there was nothing in my car. So right. I didn't think he was going to plant anything. So I was like, I was just innocent.
Yeah.
So no.
Good. That's good. Okay, good.
He was making some horrible accusations, and I'm like, you don't have anything to back this up. So, yeah.
Ohio.
Well, that was Missouri, but back to Ohio.
Misery.
Ohio?
Oh, yeah.
Only in Ohio.
They're big around here. I don't know how they are in Cali. He's John Bell.
I just don't see the reason. This is a waste of everybody's time.
It is. And
he called you guys for nothing. People need you guys for emergencies. He calling because I'm trying to buy a juice. Literally. It's still sitting on the camera. I'm on the camera. I tried to buy a juice. He called the police on me. How about y'all just don't waste any more of y'all dead? This shit is unnecessary. What did he tell you I did? Bought a juice, didn't leave my bag?
You told a pretty similar story.
Nothing happened. This is a waste of everybody's time.
It is, but...
I have a job to get to.
Okay.
Just want to grab a juice. You don't have to worry about me coming back here, though.
Well, then you don't have a problem with giving us your information so we can fill out...
I absolutely have a problem with that, because I didn't do anything wrong. I need him for information because he threatened me on camera. And it wasn't a condition or whatever you said. I'll do this if you do this. He didn't say none of that.
That's what you said.
No. He called the police and then he threatened me on camera.
I'm not going to argue.
So
I waited for you guys on purpose so I could press charges on him. I could have left. I told him I wanted to wait for the police. I didn't want to turn my back on him because he just threatened me.
now,
I didn't want him to leave lying and said I did something, so I waited for you guys since you already called. I'm already in the store on camera. Why wouldn't I wait for the police to call? I didn't do anything wrong. I waited for you guys. I told him I wanted to wait.
so if you want to press charges on him for threatening you,
Absolutely. I would like the paperwork to do that. I would like the information to do that. Yeah, I have the evidence. It's on camera.
so who are you?
We'll figure that out when I get some paperwork so I can do what I need to do.
Hey, that worked that way.
So you guys are going to walk away when I want to do something. But when you want to do something, I don't got to...
We're the ones that take the report, and you don't want to identify yourself.
So am I free to leave or am I being detained?
You know what? Go right ahead.
Go right ahead what? I don't want to be confused. I need clear
Here's
clear
what I'm
direction.
going to tell you. Go ahead and record this. At this point,
It's being recorded.
You don't want to tell us who you are. That's fine. We work this area 7 days a week. If we see you back on this property, anywhere on this property, we have the authority to trespass
going to jail,
anybody
Frank.
because the property owner has said that anybody
Him?
that comes, hold on, the property owner that owns the entire property, which includes all of the property which has these businesses, including Ace, including the drive-thru, including the hair place, Pizza Hut, all of it. If you want pizza from Pizza Hut, you're going to have it delivered, but you can't come up here and get it. At this point, if we see you back up here, you will go to jail.
Do I get paperwork saying that or
I
something?
tried to give that to you. You won't identify.
I'm talking about the
yourself.
stuff that tell me I can't come back.
Yeah, you're going to jail for it. Wait, here, do it again. Throw me some gang sign.
It's a peace sign, sir.
No.
I'm not in the gang, remember? I don't appreciate you doing this stuff.
Well, peace
I
is
feel
this.
threatened.
Peace is this.
That's what I did. You were trying to take a picture of me.
You did this.
Are you trying to threaten me now?
No.
Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
No, at this point, you're just being silly. So
This one's peace, and this one's gang. Peace, gang.
This is the nonsense that people get hurt over. This is nonsense. I'm not threatening anybody. This is the nonsense. I'm talking about him. How he called the police on nothing but a juice.
Now you need to leave.
Okay, that's all I needed to hear. I wanted to be clear that I was free to go. That's it.
But you can't come back.
I understand that.
So,
Bye.
good day, sir.
It's crazy as shit. Hey, you can't fake this kind of shit. That shit's sick.
Well, he didn't give them his name.
No, he didn't. But I knew that he got himself in a little bit of a logic trap when he started asking for like the press charges, because you kind of have to like, you got to give names somewhere
Yeah.
here. So I don't know. He probably should have just left if he didn't really want to do anything, which I don't think he really did. He was trying to make a point. But the funny thing is, he was mad at the other person who was trying to make a point. It's a bad point, but that's what they were saying. There was a policy, you didn't do it, so I called the cops. It's
Yeah.
a bad point, but that's what he's trying to do. This guy was doing the same thing, and I'm making my point. And he did make his point. And then it started to I got worried for him at the end, because those cops started to get itchy. They started to get twitchy. They started fucking moving different. They started being a little more emotional, because once a confrontation goes over a minute or two, now he's like, this is gonna be viewed as racial. All
But
these
look
things
how
are going in their
quickly
heads.
the guy was like, "Oh, you're gonna get arrested now. Look at that. That's a gang sign. That's a
gang
gang
sign
sign."
thing.
Like, what?
That cop needs to be.
He
talked
was
to.
he was very. I just don't like how quickly they were to arrest him. How quickly they were. It's like you don't win.
No.
You can't win.
That guy doing the little deputy doing the selfie with the
Oh,
gang
that's a gang
sign.
sign. That's a gang sign.
But that's provocational. What he's doing. I mean, even
Even
he's
if I
correct,
did
he's
that,
just
even if I
provocating.
did that, to me, that could be something else.
Right.
It could mean something else completely.
Right, because there's a lot of that in symbology. A whole ton of it. There's a lot of things that you guys think means one thing that meant something long before it meant that. It's just reality. But that's semantics at the end of the day. The guy shouldn't have done it. He shouldn't have been trying to provocate with the with this dude who's already like he made the point how many times this is so silly and how much time this is wasting.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. Dumb. I'm glad it's gotten some views though. I'd like to know a little bit more
I
about
want
what
to see
happened.
the comments though, real quick. That's what I want to look at the comments.
There's gonna be a lot of anti-Ohio rhetoric.
Let's see what the comments are. The whole "that's a gang sign" thing is so unbelievably disrespectful and unprofessional, disgusting, should be fired. This is the nonsense people lose their life over. Strong words. This
Didn't
is
he
absolutely.
say this is nonsense that people get hurt over? I think is what the actual quote was. I don't think he said lose their life over.
I thought this would get a little bit more like a follow up of what happened.
Go to newest.
Look her big.
Oh, there's gonna be a lot of. I didn't think about that. There's gonna be a lot of meanness in there too. There's gonna be a lot of mean.
Oh.
Yeah, some of these are really really mean.
Yeah.
There's an Ohio one.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No, this is getting bad. It's getting
Yeah.
worse the more
Well, yeah.
it's getting worse the more you scroll. Jesus.
Oh, Dayton. You know, the only time I've ever gone to Dayton would probably be, with my friends. We would go to Dayton. I've never had a problem in Dayton. I've never, but to be fair, I've never also, I felt like people were racist. I put it in my mind that people are going to be racist all the time when I lived in Ohio. So I wouldn't have never carried a bag actually into a store, if I'm being honest. Those were those days. Those were during my 18, 19, 20, 21 days. And so with that, I I was definitely not carrying anything in the stores. Which, do you hear myself? Like, I should be able to carry something in the store.
Absolutely, you
But
should.
I was
It's sad that
very
we gotta think like
cautious.
that.
You know, when our parents left us there, they were pretty much like, you guys need to just, you know, come here, go to school, do exactly what you're supposed to do. Don't get into trouble type of thing, because it was definitely crazy. Like when Jason went to Ohio, it was hilarious because these people, especially when we went to Portsmouth, they like acted like they've never seen a black person before.
Some of them
And
might not
these,
have.
right. Some of these kids were looking up like, whoa, you know, it was,
Especially, Jason's got a distinct look too.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you recognize that man. And like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's a lot of tall dreads coming at you, man.
Yeah. So that was definitely an experience for sure.
Shout out to my man.
I wish something else happened. I'm glad that man didn't give his. First off, the police didn't even have the right. Like, what do you mean? So he was banned from all these places? Like, the property owner, I'm sure that lady in there wasn't the property owner.
No, but so with these properties, I know
Yeah.
people who own like the strips like
Yeah.
that. So they can actually get all of the stores. If all the stores are on board with doing trespass, they can speak for the lot. So, and to trespass somebody legally, you do need their information. So they were trying to do what was right by the policy. However, I do feel that there needs to be a little bit of interpretation there. Like, they got to take the time and look at the situation and go, is this a trespass worthy offense?
It's not.
They got to check the owners at some point. There has to be some checks and balances, because then when does it become segregation or racism?
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
not.
When
I
does
thought it was
become
rude.
that?
I think, do you think if he would have given the name, would he have just been able not to go to that store if they did that for him?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the cop got pissed off. You could tell the cop got irritated.
And I think
then was
the
like,
cop
you're gone
got-
from all of that.
But I think the reason why the cop got irritated too is because didn't he? I thought I heard him tell the cop he would be giving the information, and then when the cop went inside, okay, good. That's what I thought.
He did. He did flip flop back and forth a little bit there. Even at the end, he did it. He said he would give it, and then, but I think he might have been saying he wanted to do it downtown or whatever. It's hard because there's a lot of jumble there. So he speaks over himself a couple of times, but it's understandable in the
Yeah.
situation. I'm not even gonna hate on him, because I do feel the cops were in the wrong on this one. I don't like the way they handle it. I'm glad nobody got arrested. I'm glad that nothing got serious over this, but none of this was worth ruining 4 people's
Those
days.
police officers should get written up, and here's why. If anything, they should have gotten written up for just ask to see the footage. Like, this man wasn't even given the time of day. Just ask, oh, he has it recorded? Okay, well, ask to see the footage, which they didn't even do. They never asked to see the footage. You know, and to me, that means you only care about one side.
Yep.
That's it.
And just like we saw through the entire course of the video, they already had their minds made up. They knew already what they wanted the outcome to be.
Black
and they
man
didn't
walks
care.
into a white store. Black man is the one at fault.
Yep. They decided that they were going to side with that clerk immediately. And whether or not that was just based off their previous interactions and how they've dealt with the property lot, which is possible, or bad day, wrong day, racist day, I don't know.
Yeah.
But that went awry, and everyone involved is culpable. They really are.
I agree. Yeah.
Boom, shalak, lock, boom. I want to know what you guys think. If you've been in situations like this, how would you react? What would you do? De-escalation is always my watchword. You know, there's not too many points I have to make where I want the cops involved, because who wants to deal with the cops?
I know. The last time I got into an argument with a cop was months back, and I won because I didn't get a ticket. So, yeah.
Yeah, that was a funny one.
Man, he had his head down
I
and
did. I
silent
didn't wanna
and
say
nothing.
shit.
Exactly.
I didn't want to say shit. Well, because
But I had a case, though, because I drive around that area all the time. He thought, I don't care.
Not the light, but
The stop sign? No, I didn't. I didn't.
You took the
No,
turn
no, no,
really
no, no, no,
aggressive.
no. He said you made 0 attempts to stop. That's a lie.
She California.
That's a lie.
This is funny.
But it's okay. The statement he made was inaccurate. The
It
statement
was.
he made was,
No
"You, ma'am,
attempts.
you made zero attempts to stop, and that's
He
what
did
got
say
me.
that,
Now,
yep.
if he would have just been like, "Ma'am, you swam," I'd be like, "Okay, I'm an okay person, okay, that's what I am." But the fact that he came up to my vehicle and was like, "You made zero." What ticket? I don't have a ticket.
It was so funny because
I
when-
offered to fight. I was like, I'll see you in court.
She was ridiculous. It was so funny because we go through this thing and she hits it at such a crazy angle. I'm like, well, we're getting pulled over because she went right by the cop. I'm like, oh fuck.
No, but what he didn't know is that I drive that route all the time, and I have prior knowledge. Like where he parked his motorcycle used to be where the neighbors, because it's like $1 million home neighborhood, so it used to be where the neighbors would put rocks. They would throw rocks onto that road, exactly where he parked his vehicle. And sometimes what people do is that if they don't want to, when they're making that turn, they do it quickly because they don't want to hit all the rocks and all that stuff. And so I mentioned that in my statement when I denied to pay, because what they try to do was the DA try to be like, the courts try to tell me, oh, hey, okay, so just pay half of your ticket, which was $133. And I immediately refused to pay it. And they were like, we're going to send you a letter. Yet no letter was sent my way ever. And I would call the courts and I'd be like, oh, hey, I'm waiting on my court date. They're like, oh, the DA's office, they didn't send anything. So.
And you know why I honestly believe this? I don't think he was going to give you a ticket. I think when he originally stopped you, I don't think he was going to give you a ticket. And then there was some conversation that I think may have changed his mind. And then when he went back on it, he probably looked, because
that's what I think happened too. I don't
when
think he
got
was
the
going to give me a
number-
ticket. And then when I
there was a little
wrote,
chirping.
no, but he knew I was in my statement. I was right. The house where he was parked in front of, if they knock on the door, which I wrote in the statement, that house would tell you that they had rocks on the road because people were driving fast or so. But those rocks on the road made it like for me to it forced me to stay more on the right of the road.
I'm sure
So-
most cops, I'm sure there's got to be some sort of policy
knows I'm right.
where they audit these things, where they look at it, and probably if they don't up until the point where there's contention, they definitely do it on contention. So I'm sure he probably looked at it and was like, no, this ain't worth it. Ain't worth it, because he probably knows she will come fight this, and this will be a whole damn day.
I told him I'll see you at court.
And she's going to bring her white boyfriend with her.
No. That's what I said. I was like,
bring
I'll
a
see
big
you in court.
dopey white
He just didn't want to
boyfriend with
deal with me because I will fight $133. You're not making me pay anything I don't want to pay. I will pay a $500 grocery bill, Instacart bill, before I will pay a $133 ticket, period. Anyways.
It's funny because it's true. I love this woman so much. She's fire. You're my fire. You are the fire that drives my forge.
Well,
That's a
I didn't pay no
beautiful
ticket.
analogy. You did not. You did not.
Anyways.
Oh, man. Do we have anything else on this episode of the Rude Customers Podcast?
No, I would say any last words because it's been a minute. I think
We've had a nice show today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Make sure you go ahead and like, subscribe, follow, share, support. Tell your mama, tell your pop. Take it all the way back down to Arkansas. It's what you want. Come see what it's all about. Make sure you guys put some comments down below, too. We really appreciate all the support, love, and laughter.
Alrighties. Bye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Deuce!